All right, well, I am going to have you blind rank 5 of Denver's key needs as the season continues. And these range from improvements with certain players to roster related moves, whether it's like a trade or like whatever. Okay. So I have 5 key things here and you're going to rank them. Will is going to blind rank what Denver needs to become a championship caliber team again. First, a solid backup center.
I think it's high up there, but I don't know which. I don't know what the number one would be. I'm going to preemptively put it 2. Obviously, that was something we were trying to do with Drawn Holmes, even though they said they were going to play him at 4. But he could be someone who could play 5 in spots. And we need somebody who can do that instead of Aaron Gordon, because that's a massive concern. High up there, I'm going to go 2.
And this is like I think everybody would immediately go to like, oh, do we need a trade to do this? Like part of the way that they could achieve this is just figuring out the backup front court rotation situation given the players that they have.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it's complicated because these players are all incredibly limited in a variety of ways.
It's
All right.
definitely concerning. And we wanted Dario to be that. And right now he's not. So
All right. A solid backup point guard.
I'll go 3.
Okay. Why do you think you need that less than a solid backup center?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm used to the Nuggets getting by with backup point guards that I guess they were all solid. So I guess in my mind, I thought they were less than solid. But then now I've seen what we've been having recently, and I realized that was actually like a blessing at the time. But like like having Monte Morris was actually way better than I remembered. Yeah, I mean we had Reggie Jackson, we had Bruce Brown. I guess Bruce was a luxury, but I guess I'm just putting it 3 because I'm thinking maybe there's something else at 1, and I've already put back up at 2.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but
I'm just like commentary here. You did rank that pretty highly. I actually think we need a solid backup point guard more than the backup center, just because
yeah, I
we
mean,
need another ball handler for the playoffs. And
yeah,
I don't think that Russ is going to be able to play against most teams that we face. So that's an issue.
yeah, a good solid backup point guard could theoretically get you more 3-point
Yeah.
volume,
I
which is
want
a
Dennis
need.
Schroeder. I've made it no secret.
Yeah, 3. I probably should have put PG over backup center, but that's just how it
But you're
goes.
saving number 1. That's fine. All right, the next one, Jamal to be better.
Oh, that's number 1 for sure. Like we are dead in the water if Jamal isn't better.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like he just needs to be a lot better. Like the first few games, like even with the struggles that the teams had, like I think they just win them. Or maybe not necessarily the OKC game, but first, like if we'd had Jamal at the end of the Wolves game, I think the clutch offense goes a little bit differently, and so maybe that makes a difference. Who knows if we even get to that point with Jamal in the game? I don't know, because Russ did provide a lot of an energy spark in that sense. He was really actually like quite good defensively, aside from the communication miscues. But Jamal needs to be better because like he was better last year and they were able to get through tough times with the
Yeah.
bench regardless. Even if like he wasn't good with the bench units, he was so good with Jokic that it didn't matter. Peyton Watson to be better.
I'm going to do 4 just because Peyton is pretty awful right now. And if he just got a little bit better and a little bit more consistent, because he has the most, I guess, room to grow since he's like at rock bottom almost. Sorry to say. That's going to go a long way. Whereas like Julian, even though his struggles on defense and all that is real, especially with those fouls in the last game, I do like his offensive potential and ceiling. So yeah, I got to see something from Peyton. Whether like that means that then we get more if we trade him, or it's just he then is an established rotation piece for us. It's gonna go a long way.
The last thing that I've got here that I think the Nuggets need, but you think they needed less than any of this. Jesus.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy wow, that was perfect for me. Get Jesus number 5. But, we always have Jesus because we have Mike, and Mike is a disciple of Jesus.
Jesus is on Mike's arm telling younger MPJ
They're
something
always
about
together.
his future. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
true. They already have Jesus. So, of course, this is going to rank lower on the needs.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You need Jesus. You need a little bit of luck.
Need a little
Or
bit of luck.
I was
Yeah.
thinking about this more as like, God help them this season
Yeah.
because of how rocky it started. But
Like, yeah, they need a miracle. They need
yeah.
something. Yeah, that's somewhat true.
Yeah. The Nuggets need these things. The backup center, I probably would have ranked last.
More than Jesus?
No, because I'd rather have luck than a backup center. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
I think it's just that was the first one, and I was feeling
Yeah.
like,
You were feeling high. I tried to throw you a
yeah,
bone. I thought you'd think like, we've always had a
this
bad
is the
bench.
first one. I'll put it down. I guess I'm just so tired of it. Like, I'm more fed up
Yeah.
about the backup center situation than the point guard because we've just had a lot of point guards come in that have been good and some middle of the road, some really bad. Whereas, like, the centers is just always an annoying, ever since Mason Plumlee, just always an annoying aspect of the team.
So can I tell you why I've believed the complete opposite? And I think I said early in the season, like when we did our off-season previews, like which is more important, a solid center or a solid backup point guard, backup ball handler. This was, of course, before we knew that they were going to salary dump Reggie, and we thought we at least had a like usable backup point guard. But the reason I flipped on this is I think a good point guard makes your bigs better. That's if the bigs are solid. Like I don't think Reggie could have saved Zeke, right?
Yeah.
But we did see last season Chris Paul make Dario look better, for example. Dario was also
Mm-hmm.
making layups at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That needs to happen. It's not happening right now. But that's a thing. We've seen everyone's like, oh my God, we let Jay Huff go, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, he's playing with one of the best point guards in the NBA in Ja right now.
Definitely agree with that. All right. Thanks for listening, listeners. But as we say, many of you who are coming here, over half are not subscribed. So if you just found our show and you like what you hear, consider liking and subscribing because that will help us out a ton. Share, hit the notification bell on YouTube as well. Find us on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. Follow our Instagram and TikTok. It's all under What's in a Game NBA and our YouTube clip channel. Hopefully we'll come to you next time after some wins because winning is really fun and losing sucks.